Hello to all of you there gathered at the barn to celebrate 60 years. It is a joy to think about you and to be here in this moment in this short video. For those without context, my name's Brad Moger, and I was really blessed to be what Will is now. I got to serve as youth pastor for 20 years at the barn. A little over 20 years, and Kristen and I were particularly blessed to raise our three sons there, and you all are family in so very many ways. It's a joy to celebrate 60 years with you. It's a joy. I love to stay in touch. I listen to the sermon and the service most weeks. I love, love watching, hearing what is happening in youth ministry through Will and through Dan before him. I love, particularly right these days, to see the girls on the run, moving all over that property, running on those paths and fields, and it's just spectacular to see what God's doing there. The property has certainly always been a special part of the barn. We were able to move there within a few years of starting the church, and I was actually a little kid there. I grew up there. Second son of a founding member, founding couple, and Harvey and Carol gave us a great blessing by letting us be a part, or having us be a part of life at the barn there. I remember some of those early years cleaning up the milking stalls in what's now the well, and then the really messy cleanup work was down in the calf barn, which is kind of the children's ministry wing. A lot of those early childhood rooms they were once very messy places, including where our offices were. But it's a joy. We had a lot of fun growing up there. I still have a lot of memories of being a kid on that property. I want to say that I also got to enjoy being a part of the worshiping community there and in that whole property. Anytime you all enjoy walking around the property, I'm going to take a little bit of credit for that. When I first served on staff, a little bit of the vision for using that property had faded, and there were almost no paths left. And at one point, the trustees bought a wonderful new riding mower by Husqvarna, and I got in a little bit of trouble because I decided I'm going to reclaim those paths, and I drove it all over the property. I think I broke it in less than a year, and I still apologize to my friends on the trustees, but it was just so important to be able to use that property. We got to use the hayloft there too. I remember being a part of a lot of dramas. I got to play an angel climbing way up in the rafters above the lights to shine down, to speak to people on a Christmas play, and I also had the privilege as an adult to actually play the character of Jesus and to hang from one of the beams there in the sanctuary. So it's a very special place. I got to see people like Frank Silly and a whole host of his buddies care for the property, and just as Santiago and George do now. It is a joy to think of the family there. While we were there, Kristen and I got to be a part of seeing Covenant Day Camp grow. It was a wonderful VBS experience, always was. I remember growing up there, and we had a lot of very, very fond memories. But we were given a vision by the Lord to see it expand and become something that 35, 40, 50 kids could enjoy, to something that several hundred students, children, families, youth could enjoy. Absolutely amazing to be a part of the birth of Marketplace. We remember, Kristen and I, as we celebrate with you our years in youth ministry together. We think about Lake Champion trips and retreats. The Hartford Project was born while we were there. Our whole relationship with Robert and Becky Cooley started as a mission trip to Peru, and they got called, and I was just, what a joy to support them. We went to Guatemala. We went to New Orleans following Katrina. We were there for 20 years of youth group. That's what we called it back then. I'm not a fancy guy. We just called it youth group, but we did got to see God do some really powerful things through connection, through the Christ Care ministry coming in, which was a small group experience that was very powerful for us. Overall, friends, it is a great joy to celebrate with you, and I send you all our love. Happy 60th to all y'all at the barn.